true. Stitch Happens Malta's here for me and you. So grab your hoop and let the passion start. We're stitching stories straight from the heart. Stitch Happens Malta!
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Stitch Happens Malta and I'm Bernadette, and thank you so much for all the new subscribers. Thank you for stopping by and checking what I've got for you, and a big thank you to all my returning subscribers. I truly appreciate you, and I really appreciate when you leave me messages, comments, and all that fun stuff. This is a lovely community and I'm very pleased to be part of it. And I hope that my input is of interest to you. So, as I mentioned in a couple of videos ago, I have decided to start a number of Stitch With Me's videos of a number of kits, different kits, mostly stamped stitch. At the moment, they're all stamped stitch kits actually. And the one that I'm starting with you, I've already started this, but I've decided to keep myself accountable and stitch it online with you until I finish it. And I've already done an unboxing review of this company, and I simply love this company. It's based in the UK, and they provide mostly, as far as I know, licensed pieces of artwork. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, is one design from the stitching. Oh my goodness. I forget a lot. I'm sorry. But anyway, this is a particular design. You recognize them because they're very particular. They're all circular. And what's lovely with them is the colors. They have such beautiful, vibrant colors. And I've got two kits of this same series, let's call it. This is the Chameleon, and I've got the Koala Bear as well. So this one, as I said, is from the Stamped Stitch Club, based in the UK, and I've been communicating with Louise, such a lovely person, and gets back to you immediately for any requests, questions, and what have you. I've had several questions and queries about stuff, about their kits and other things, and I've had very quick responses. So I do love that when companies listen to you and attend to your questions. So this particular one, if you would like to get it, it comes in several sizes. You've got an 11 count, you've got 14, 16 and 18, and as you can see, mine is the 16 count. So let's start stitching on this one, shall we? So let's put that aside. This is what I've got done so far. And as I showed in my review, the stamping is excellent. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this company and about the product at all. And also the floss, the thread comes on a plastic board, which you would be able to use after you've finished the project. So that is always good. I like that. I like things that I can actually reuse. So let's get to the proper stitching, shall we? So I think, let's have a look. So I think, and from what you can see, okay, let me show you the whole design. You can see that there's a lot of this diagonal purple. Let me show you the close up. There's a lot of this diagonal purple line, which is all black. And probably that's what makes the picture pop out so much. It's the black and then the mix of the other vibrant colors. So I feel like going with today, I'm going with this. Let me see if, let me get it close up so you can see. Is this, okay, so I'm going with this yellow box with a purplish color, diagonal line. Let's see what color that is. So that would be color 3768. That's right. So let's see which the color 3768 is. So that would be a dark gray. So let's pull out a thread from there. There we go. Thread out. Okay. And just like the painting fairy, the thread from this company is so good, so nice. And as you can see, easily to thread because there's no fluff in the thread at all. So that's always good, isn't it? I love it when the thread is sleek with no fluff in it. There goes the first stitch. So, how have you all been? I've had a good week, a busy one, but a good one. I am enjoying doing these stitch with me because in a way they keep me accountable, and I simply have to stitch on a particular project. I always enjoy stitching. That is not my issue. My issue is what to stitch on. And since getting these stamped stitch kits, I'm very much lost because I have way too many. They are all equally beautiful in my opinion. And like this, at least, I find myself accountable to stitch because I know I would need to post the video. I think this system will work. Let's hope. I hope wherever you're watching from, you are safe and comfortable in your homes, because I've been hearing too many disasters, like fires everywhere, continuous heat waves. Although, to be honest, I'm not super bothered about the heat waves compared to the fires, you know, because those are the problem. Sorry about that. I had to stop the video for a moment because I got a call. You might get another call actually, but that's all right. As I was saying, I do hope that most of you are safe. The fires have been increasing all over Europe because of the increased heat waves we're getting, and that's very concerning. And especially when you get fire combined with winds, that is never good. That's never good. Because obviously the wind is going to only make the situation worse by blowing the fire further on. And I feel sorry for all those people that literally had to leave their homes, not knowing what's going to happen to their homes, because they were evacuated. I mean, we're talking 500,000 families evacuated from their homes. That's a huge number. That's a huge number. I started stitching this one when I was abroad, because I started it on the plane. And that's why it was already started. It's amazing how much you notice people like really curious and interested when they see you doing something else other than the usual reading or watching movies on a flight. I always take a kit with me. And since discovering the stamped kits, well, that makes it way easier, right? So I don't need a pattern. The pattern's already there with you. So it's very mobile friendly when you have a kit like this. If you've never tried a stamped kit before, let me warn you, it's a bit of a rabbit hole. You go down it, it's difficult to crawl back up. Because you keep discovering new designs, and now I've noticed that some kits are coming out in the 20 count, I've talked about this in another video. And well, let me share this with you. Why not? I've ordered a licensed piece of stamped kit design from Painting Fairy, and it's in the 20 count. I am very, very curious on the quality and the stamping on such a small count. We'll see. Very, very curious on that one. I'll keep you updated, don't worry. And it will be, it might be a stitch with me, I don't know, we'll see. Because it might be too fine to do a stitch with me. But I'll definitely show it to you once it gets here. I'm sure the Stamped Stitch Club use Egyptian cotton thread, because this feels exactly like the Painting Fairy thread, which I've said so many times that it has to be definitely my favorite thread. Better than DMC and better than any other that I've tried from different companies. I've tried CXC, I've tried another brand, I don't remember the name, I've tried Anchor, I've tried them all. This is definitely the best one. I'm 100% sure this is Egyptian cotton because it does feel like that. It has the perfect amount of slippiness, like that, like the silk, but it's not silk because silk is very annoying to work with. Still cotton, still 100% cotton, but very, very high quality in my opinion. Okay. Getting close to the end of this thread. There it is, and there. That's it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're continuing to work. We're gonna, come on needle. I wanna do this bit here. I'm gonna finish that off. So we're working on this dark gray, which is the 3768. Take another thread from there. Okay. My goodness, my fingers this morning. Sometimes I just keep dropping the needle and just one of those days. Okay. And off we go. I'm not going to keep the Stitch With Me sessions long because I don't have that much time. I wish I did. But at least we put in some stitches, don't we? And that is all that matters, in my opinion. That is good enough. I have another trip next month. And I am not sure which kit I am taking with me to stitch. Decisions. I'm not so sure. I have received a cotton and twine box, the first time I've ever ordered any. And what made me get that box was the needle minder. I simply love it. The design of the June box is nice. It says summer, and it's a design with butterflies, and I like it, so that's all right. And I'm thinking maybe I'll take that one. That's counted cross stitch, but it's a simple one, so it's pretty easy. I'm not sure yet though. We'll see where my head will be when we get to the trip date. I'm not very talkative today. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. Just put in some stitches and be quiet. I still enjoy it. I don't need to talk. I do enjoy watching these with other people. I mean, stitching while watching other people stitch. There are a number of floss tubers I follow that do stitches with me. And it's so nice to stitch with other people, even though you're stitching on different kits and it doesn't really matter. It is just as enjoyable. So now I'm going back and doing the full cross because I've done all the half cross for the area I'm working on. The air thankfully has cooled off a little bit in Malta. Not massively, but it's right now it's the normal sort of heat you would expect in the early 30s, 30 degrees in degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. That's a normal amount of heat we get. But when it gets over 40, that's when it gets unbearable, you know? You simply cannot function. And remember when I was sick I think it was nearly 2 weeks ago, I found out that what I had was a sunstroke. And that's only because I needed to walk in the sun when we had probably the hottest day. I didn't go for a walk, but I needed to walk somewhere. I had no option, and I did feel it unbearably hot that day. And I think what I had was a sunstroke, because I don't get sick very often. I never get sick in summer. And when I do get sick with flu, it usually lasts nearly more than a week. And this time it was like over 2 days. It was over in 2 days. So I'm thinking it was just sort of a sunstroke. I was exposed to too much sun and heat. On what was probably the hottest day on the island. So combining that heat, which the rest of Europe was getting, combining that heat with fires, my goodness. I cannot imagine. I really cannot. The thread is going to last me just exactly. I'm struggling to see because of all the dark colors. But it's okay. We're there. We're getting there. That's it. That's the last stitch there. Did I miss a stitch over here? Let's see. I'm not so sure. Let's do a close-up. Did we miss a stitch over there? Yes, we did. So we need to go back to it. Never mind. What's important is that we saw it there. That's it, that's better. And that's all the stitches done. Securing the thread. There we go. And that is all the time I had today. I know this was a short one, but it's better than nothing, as we always say. And let's see what we've worked on. So let me zoom out. I have worked on all this dark gray. And and it's looking good. That's it. That's all I had for you today. Thank you for stitching with me, and I hope you will continue coming along and grabbing your kits and stitching with me with this beautiful Art Nouveau Chameleon kit from the Stamped Stitch Club. I will leave all the details down below. I am pleased to say that Louise has given me a special code for you to grab this kit with a 10% discount with the code that I've left in the description below. So make use of that, and until the next video, thank you for watching and happy stitching. Bye bye.